A lot of us dream of traveling the world. It's typically the kind of goal we'd set aside a money jar for. However, there are a lucky few of us who get to do this while getting paid for it. Welcome to Mindnificent. In today's video, we are going to explore 10 high-paying jobs that allow you to travel the world. Click that subscribe button if you want to be smart with money and learn all the things about getting rich. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Number 1. Working for the United Nations. There are 193 member states in the UN, and if you can score a job working for them, you'll have the opportunity to visit at least a few of those countries in your career. Being such a massive and important organization, there are quite a few job opportunities, ranging from general administrative roles and clerical support to more professional jobs that require up to 15 years of prior experience. It's those jobs you want to look out for. They generally involve international travel, so you can help out with other nations in areas such as economics, politics, peace and security, legality, and conference management. For these high-level jobs, you can expect to be paid anywhere from $95,000 to $123,000. And get this, the salaries from the UN are typically exempt from income tax. You can be stationed virtually anywhere in the world, and the UN even changes your salaries and benefits depending on the living costs and who you have with you. Who knows, your work trips can even be long family vacations completely covered by your employer. Number 2. Luxury retail buyer. If you want to be a brand that is constantly trending and knows what's hot, you're going to need a professional buyer. These guys travel the world scoping out the retail scene and keeping inventory to make sure that the brand they represent has enough stock to wow their customers. In the fashion industry, these are the guys that will sit at the end of runways and take notes of what designs stand out, following up by meeting with designers to organize purchases. The job also includes a bit of math and logistics, with a lot of retail buyers keeping track of their purchases in spreadsheets to ensure that their brand has enough stock without going over budget. This is the type of job that experience can help with, salary-wise. Buyers that have years in the industry could easily see themselves earning over $100,000 per year, while also getting the opportunity to travel the world and meet with world-renowned designers and manufacturers. Number 3. Construction manager. Construction managers are the main supervisors in practically all aspects of building projects. And while the stereotype is of a manager that just stays in their office all day signing paperwork, the truth is that many construction managers are on site and overseeing their construction teams. This means that you can be working in a variety of different locations, working to build the next Empire State Building. Oh, and you'll be fairly well compensated too, with an average income of $101,000. And hey, who knows, you might be supervising the construction of a new landmark that other people want to travel for. Number 4. Travel nurse. If you've been following the news about the, global pandemic that we've been dealing with, you might have heard about a lot of nurses being called in from different countries to help bolster the medical workforce in places that need it the most. These nurses are employed specifically to travel to a variety of different short-term roles where the medical demand isn't being met, and as such are typically employed by agencies, not hospitals themselves. If you're a travel nurse, you'll be exposed to a variety of different working environments in countries you may not have even heard of. And the best part is, even junior travel nurses can earn a handsome salary. It's entirely possible for a travel nurse to make well over $100,000 a year, and your travel accommodations will even be paid for by your employer. Number 5. Environmental engineer. Climate change is a global issue, and so if you're working in an effort to stop it, it's naturally going to involve you traveling around the globe, using your expertise in biology and chemistry to solve problems where you find them, such as water and air pollution, waste disposal, public health, and recycling. Your work is going to be vital in global sustainability initiatives, so you could see yourself traveling to a variety of locales and biomes that you'd never see otherwise. This job is unique in that your focus will be inherently natural, letting you see sights you wouldn't normally see in other jobs, such as forests, lakes, and even some underwater sites. Oh, and don't forget about the quick buck you'll make. The average environmental engineer will find themselves earning around $91,000 per year. Number 6. Agents. Assuming the person you're representing is at least somewhat talented, you'll find yourself traveling around the world with your performer or athlete or on their behalf, signing contracts and negotiating deals while they do the hard work of looking pretty on camera. Obviously, you could also just become a world-renowned athlete or movie star to travel around the world, but we'll leave that up to you whether being a celebrity or a celebrity's agent is more of a realistic job for you to pursue. Average salaries for agents are around $90,000, so you'll be well compensated for your incredible ability to sign contracts and deal with annoying children on long flights. Number 7. Film or video producers. While a director has great creative ideas for their film, a producer is the one that makes it happen. Film producers with an average salary of $91,000 are responsible for virtually all aspects of a film's production. This includes, but is not limited to, planning, scheduling, editing, budgeting, sourcing talent, securing permits, and, most importantly, location scouting. Depending on what the director has in mind with their script, you could see yourself going virtually anywhere in the world. If you can, try your best to hint to the director that their next blockbuster should be set all across Europe on a luxurious cruise. Number 8. Architect. Whether you're a commercial or a residential architect, you'll find yourself spending a lot of your time planning and designing houses, offices, factories, and other buildings. A lot of architects get inspiration for their designs from specific cultures and buildings from around the world. So it would make perfect sense for you to travel the world to look for inspiration for your designs, right? What's more, once your design is complete and building begins, it's easy to justify extending visits on site to see how the building progress is going, especially if that building is conveniently close to a landmark you've been dying to see all your life. And hey, the $87,500 average salary couldn't hurt either. Number 9. Forest firefighter. Anywhere there's a forest, there's always the chance for a forest fire. And due to the unpredictable and sporadic nature of them, forest firefighters often find themselves traveling across the globe to help out when they can. Unless you're in the area that constantly finds itself dealing with burning forests, it would make no sense to stay put and wait for the fire to come to you. Top earners net around $75,000 a year. And honestly, when you think about how close they get to literal infernos, it makes sense. After you save a town in a foreign country from going up in flames, you'll have plenty of time to relax and let the locals give you their thanks, probably in free drinks. Number 10. Travel writer. Probably one of the most obvious examples of a job that lets you travel the world. A lot of people have the misconception that travel writers are barely making ends meet. However, if you're good at what you do, you'll never run out of opportunities to profit from your work. In fact, the average income for travel writers is around $71,000 a year. There are many different ways you can be a travel writer. Some choose to be full-time salaried contributors to a specific website, magazine, or newspaper with a preset schedule that their employer sets out for them. The vast majority of writers, however, freelance full-time for a variety of different publications so that they can be their own boss and go to whatever location they want, setting their own schedule and enjoying some relaxation time without feeling like they're working. That's all we have time for today. Do you work at any of the jobs we listed? What crazy places have you been while you're on the job? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, please let me know by clicking that subscribe button and bell notification button because more magnificent content is on the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.